All right, folks, welcome back to the 1973 Dodge Charger project. We are over here again in Scott's garage. The Octane Eagle himself is over here doing some wrenching. And last night you ran into a bit of a nightmare. That's a little weird.
A little weird. We've got this is the upper crossbar for the upper control arm. Austin spent a whole lot of money on some really nice parts, but they required you to reuse this. The reason that is because these never go bad. This at some point has had some sort of damage.
That's either a bolt that somebody has welded on there, or like the nut was frozen and they cut it off and then welded it back on. Like that's clearly cut and welded.
Yeah, and not well.
Not great.
Yeah. They didn't even clean the weld up good either, so.
Let's see if I can get that.
It was working.
Right, and that's the thing. It does work.
It does work. However, it's not exactly a small, lightweight car.
Right.
I'm not going to show you too much of what I've got done because that's the only thing different from my channel to his. But you know, he bought a big sway bar.
Right.
He's lowering it.
We've got torsion bars, sway bars, control arms.
We're talking about bigger brakes. We're talking about, you know, the forces are going to get greater.
Right.
So we would like to get one of these.
And that's where we have a problem. Because these are not a wear item, nobody makes them. They're not available.
Yeah.
So, Mopar people, help. This is a 1973 Dodge Charger. 1972 upper control arms have a completely different design. 73, late 73, 74 has this type of design that's kind of GM-ish with the crossbar.
Very, yeah.
And it's just something that literally doesn't exist out there in the internets or anywhere else. I spent half the night trying to find one of these things that I can get local, and it's not available. I may be able to find one where I can steal one out of another control arm. Maybe somewhere, but it's not something I can get easy access to. I am gonna run over to Jegs, and I'm gonna see if Uncle Terry happens to be able to figure out some stuff. Maybe it's something similar to something that they actually do stock. I don't know, but it's worth a drive, and I've got some good friends over at Jegs, so we're gonna try that out and see if it's an option.
If you wanna see, if you have any questions on what you have might be the right one, here's a tape measure for reference. You can lay a tape measure against yours and verify it.
What's that like?
13 and a half, it looks like.
13 and a half?
Yep.
And then what are we center to center bolt holes here?
Looks like right at 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Now, are these the same thread pitch?
It had a different nut on it, but I don't know if that's just because they messed it up. Let's see.
Working on old cars is fun. Working on random weird
so
old
that's
cars?
the right nut there.
Okay.
And that's the unhurt side. Okay.
Now this is the old nuts? You just repainted them?
Yeah, I just cleaned everything up. I'm a little ADD or anal retentive or whatever. Yeah, so it's the same thread pitch.
Okay, so same thread pitch.
Yeah. And if you have this part and you happen to have the correct nut, I'd like to have that too, just because this is the one that was on it is a different size socket. It's not that big a deal, but I just, you know.
Yeah. And realistically speaking, if I could have both sides would be great.
Have a spare. Yeah.
Especially if we also happen to have like somebody that makes these things new and actually has them in stock, then I could just put brand new pieces on both sides and I don't have to worry about it.
Make a shifter when you convert this thing to a stick.
Yeah. So that's what we're looking for is I need help. I need to find one of these things. I know that RPC technically makes them. They're like $185, $187, something like that, per side.
Per side.
For a simple piece of iron. Yeah. And I don't know that I can stomach that because I already have all the bushings and everything else for them.
I mean, it's only money.
Yeah. And the other thing is I don't believe they're in stock. That's the other thing is I have to have this in stock.
Why would they be?
I need it now.
Yeah.
Because we're reassembling this car now and it has to be at Mopar National.
We've already missed one deadline.
Yes.
And with your and I's work schedules that we have.
Yes.
We have small windows of time to do this, so
yes.
Yeah, we need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, today.
when you're seeing this, I need it. So, Mopar guys, if you've got any ideas, if you've got anything available, if you've got any connections in this industry, I've reached out to you guys before and you guys have scored me stuff before, way back on the Lucor channel with my air cleaner and some other stuff. So I need your help. If you've got some options, if you've got some ideas, let me know. I need it now. I am gonna run over to Jegs and see if Uncle Terry can score me anything, and we're gonna figure out if there's anything available that way or something we can make work. We'll see. Sorry.
Did you? We should also call. What is it? Flex.
Already called them yesterday.
Okay.
They don't make them. Firm feel.
I mean, I would assume they probably don't because they would have just included them with their control arms.
Yeah, like literally nobody makes control arms for these things other than those guys, really. And because it's not a wear item, like,
why would you need it?
You don't ever need to replace those.
Yeah.
So it's just not available. All right, hi ho, back to Jegs I go.
Half-inch.
Those are half-inch bolts that go through it, so that should be a half-inch hole.
Yeah, or slightly bigger. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. There we go. Help! And Uncle Terry, I need some help with my homework.
Okay.
Today we're talking about Mopar stuff. Working on Katrina's 1973 Dodge Charger.
Okay.
I bought everything that Firm Feel could sell me. I got torsion bars, I got control arms, I got ball joints, I got a sway bar, I got sway bar links, I got everything you could possibly sell me. But the upper control arms do not come with crossbars. They're just the arm itself. And in 1973, Mopar has a crossbar setup. And I cannot find it.
It's got the bars that actually go through.
Like a GM control arm. Yes.
Actually goes through the
yes.
upper control. Okay.
And because it's not something that, here you go. Let me show you this. I'll cut this in for you guys to see also.
Whatever, it is what it is. I got them out. Got this one out, got it all cleaned up. I was gonna get some paint on it. Got this one out, getting ready to clean it up. First off, it's way worse than the other one. But then, after seeing this,
Ooh.
it had a nut
What
that
in
didn't
the-
match the rest. This is the one that's on that. This is the factory
What?
nut.
I've never seen that.
Well, you know, that's not,
Like,
that's not the end
it
of
almost looks
That's
like
the
somebody welded a
It's different
bolt.
size.
They did.
They cut a
Looks
bolt
like
down.
Yeah.
Like somehow that broke off or rusted off.
That's what it did. What happened was the original bolt, or the original nut, was probably seized on it, so they cut it off.
And they welded a bolt.
And then this right here, because it's a different size now. Of
Yes.
course. That's probably exactly what they did. When they cut it off, they knew they couldn't find one of these, so they welded a bolt onto it. And luckily, they looked like they at least used a grade 8 bolt. That's actually a pretty good job. It's a pretty good job for what it is, but it's
I've never seen that.
yeah.
And because it's a 1973 Dodge Charger, these crossbars, they don't exist. At least what I can find, unless they're cross-referenceable from something.
Yeah, that's something to look at.
So RPC is the only company that I could see that has what I'm looking for. RPC has one listed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $185
Each?
per bar. Right. So I would have $400 in these little crossbars. I wish I had something I could show you guys. I'll put an image up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. And that's the weird thing is the generation before this, literally the year before this in the Mopar world, this is not how these control arms work. They're a totally different control arm design. This switched over in 1973 to a control arm. So that's I think that's the one from RPC.
Yeah, see what you got to the wall.
$240.51 in stock.
Rare parts.
And I don't know that I can stomach spending $400 or $500 on it.
I understand that. Yeah.
So, is there something that we can utilize? Because it's the same kind of thing that like a GM would have.
It's very similar to a GM, but it's probably a different size.
Right.
That's the issue.
Right. That's my issue.
No, that's the last one.
And you know everything about everything when it comes to cars.
Yeah. Yeah, the impossible just takes a little longer. That's
And it's pre-lunch. This is the brunch. This is the brunch help. So hopefully you got all your A game. This is Jegs on 11th Avenue, by the way, in case you didn't know it. This is the home of Jegs, where they do all the Jegsing things. They're also getting some fancy new roofing, I see.
Yes, we are.
Fancy new roofing going in. Make it even nicer in here.
It's it's long
overdue.
Long overdue.
Long overdue. Make some upgrades.
I'll tell you, the main problem we have with holes in our roof is people around this area like to celebrate with guns. And what goes up comes down.
Yes, eventually it
And
does go
that's
down.
what-
Yeah.
That's what,
So you have bullet holes in the roof from the outside in.
yeah.
That's an
We've
interesting.
actually found bullets in the warehouse. So it's it's fun, dude.
It's a nice neighborhood now.
It's well, it's celebratory. You know?
Yeah.
That's it, you know.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great way to put it.
Fireworks cost too much money.
I got long saws I'll blade back there.
You can use your 38 or 45 and it doesn't cost nearly as much. Well, it does now.
Yeah, it does now.
Use them.
While Terry's doing some of my homework for me, I did speak with the guys actually at Firm Fuel out in Washington State yesterday evening. Because all of the components are from them, I figured it was worth a phone call. That crossbar is not really a wear item, so it's not anything that they make. And they don't have anybody that they're directly connected to be able to do that. So I'm kind of leaning on as many connections as I possibly can to be able to find this thing. There is apparently a Mopar wrecking yard that they gave me the information for that may have some old school stuff that I could maybe convince to sell me some of those crossbars, or even just a set of the old school control arms, and I'll just take the crossbars out of them. But because it's not a wear item and because it's an odd year of a Charger, I'm kind of at the mercy of what I can find. One thing that we've talked about in a lot of the videos that we've done is, you know, it's different when you're building something like a Mustang or Camaro or a A Body or G Body or whatever, where you can get really ready access to things, and there's all kinds of manufacturers that make parts. You've got a lot of different options. They're in stock, whatever. When you're working with something that's a little bit weird, in the case of a 73 Dodge Charger, because it was the year that they changed everything, and it's not an in-demand year where a lot of people are building it, there's just no aftermarket support available for it. So you're just kind of paddling up a creek and hoping for the best. And helps when you have good friends that know all the things and have good connections.
$1 cheaper.
So you could find this same part on Napa. You can find it on Napa. It's the same price.
Same price.
Yeah. And that's what I need.
Yeah.
Right there. But it's really expensive for just a, and I don't need any of the bushings or any of this stuff.
Right.
I have that.
Right.
I just need the bar.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it fits. None of those are cars that anybody works on. I do love being different. Most of the time. This is one of those moments of like, I didn't foresee this. I thought I was being smart by buying everything I possibly could buy.
Well, I would think so too. Yeah. So results for without quotes. You know why I put it in quotes?
Yeah.
Quotes is but if you're not supposed to search all this other crap.
Right.
You're only supposed to search the one stuff that's in quotes.
Nope. That's not how it works. The other thing we're thinking is like, I mean, we could put the car together with the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it structurally sound? I don't know. Maybe.
How long has it been like that?
No idea.
You know, that's
No idea.
Has
I've
it been
never
that way
seen
since
somebody do this.
1974?
You know, I've literally never seen this before, so I have no idea if it's structurally sound or not. But one of the other things is the question would be it doesn't have any wear components on it, right? It's just a crossbar with bolt through holes through it with screws on both sides. You put nuts on, it's got bushings. That's it. That's all it does. It holds tension against the frame rail. would it make sense to find one that's like, that's a flat bar stock that has the right ends, or at least has the right size ends to go through the bushings, and then if the bolt hole spacing is different from Mopar to Chevy or whoever, just re-drill some holes.
As long as you got enough places to go.
Right, but you need to have one that's got enough meat there to be able to drill holes.
Basically, you would need one that instead of being round,
Yeah,
is flat.
right. That's just almost bar stock.
Right.
And then I'm just gonna, I mean, again, like, these things don't see wear and tear.
See, what I'm wondering is if they actually took a bolt and welded it on it, or they screwed the threads up so bad when they did it, if they just rethreaded the whole thing.
And what's the welding for?
Well, the welding was to get the nut off that was already on there. Would be my guess. I mean, you just cut it off,
Yeah.
and which would do that.
So they just cut it off to be able to pull the
Right.
nut off and then put it back and then just weld it back
Exactly.
on?
Exactly.
It could be.
Yeah. Because I mean, as far as that would be exceptional weld. Whoever did that weld, if it's actual bolt and they put bolt on there, all the stuff they got to do to make it right
Yeah.
was not done by John Q. Public.
Yeah.
It was done by an actual machine shop.
Yeah.
You know, which would be pretty amazing in itself. So that's what I'm wondering if it was so bad that they when they cut it had to get it off. If to make everything else work, they just took it, smoothed it down, cut it to a smaller size, put the bolt on there because it'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering. If they did that, I wouldn't have a qualm about using it at all.
Right.
Not at all.
And that was kind of one of the questions when I was talking with the guys at Firmfield yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was like, they did what? Like, yeah, I get it. He's like, I don't know that I would trust the structural integrity of that.
Right.
And what I don't want to do is to put my lady in any kind of a situation where something fails. Certainly. You know, and a control arm snaps off.
Right. You ever driven this car before?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, it's got literally like all brand new stuff on the front of it. It's going to have control arms, bushings, torsion bars, shocks, everything. Like, everything in the front of this car is going to be new, so it should drive nice.
Right.
You know, as nice as a 1973 Dodge Charger
Right.
with upgraded parts cans. With a gigantic front sway bar, so it should handle well.
Right.
Handle well. I just don't want to, with all the money and energy we're putting into this thing, like, skimp out on one stupid situation, but it's a part that doesn't exist, and I've never even planned on being able to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad I could start your day off with a bang.
Well, I like challenges.
This will be rooting around in your brain all day after I leave. I can't even find anything online. If you want to look like for other idiots that have done this on YouTube, nope.
I'm not here for the wife.
Let's check MoparGraveyard.com.
Oh boy.
Right, put on the box. I do. Yeah.
That's brand new in box.
Yeah,
$375
for a control arm.
for a controller.
They're more expensive than the really nice tubular ones I bought.
Yes.
You know, I'm maybe changing my tune about how much it hurts buying Pontiac stuff. Mopar might have me beat,
They might.
or at least just weird Mopars. Because Pontiac stuff still sells all, or shares all their DNA with some other GM part. There's nothing that's like this suspension piece is specifically Pontiac. At least not that I've run into. This is driving me nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Community of Mopar enthusiasts and Mopar aficionados, help. Do you have these cross shafts? Where can I get them if you don't and you know where I can buy them? Do you own a company that would really love to be able to start producing these for all of us stupid people that are building these things? Because it would make sense. Like, somebody's got to make these things.
73 to 79, or excuse me, 73 to 75.
And it fits
All the
Cordobas.
same. And if it's Cordobas with rich Corinthian leather.
There's the one that's on the eBays. Those are available.
Yeah. 187.50 looks a whole lot better.
I'm not spending $400 on some stupid crossbars.
$360. You only need one, don't you?
No, I'm not going to
Oh, you
put
need
just
both?
one on there. I'm going to put both. I'm not going to just replace one. You know me. Absolutely not. If there's a chance that I'm going to spend more money or less money, I'm going to spend more money. Yeah, I'll put ones on each side. And realistically, we could put the car together this way. You know, it's probably fine. I've just got a rock in my craw that I can't get rid of. I don't know. We'll let you niggle on this and figure this out.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll see what I can find out.
Maybe you've got somebody in your...
I do.
Your
I
box of
know a
tricks.
couple of people down in the great state of Texas that are Chrysler aficionados.
There you go.
That's who I'm going to make a call to here after a while.
Okay.
But I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, if you want to get you a handy-dandy measuring device,
Yep.
and send me a picture of it with center to center on the holes and overall length. And if you got the diameter,
Yep.
and get me all those three,
Yep.
and then I'll do some finagling and see what I can find out.
All right.
I'm a good finagler.
I believe you.
Yeah, I don't
Many years.
dilly-dally. I don't dilly-dally around. I finagle.
Yeah, I finagle things. I understand. Have you ever heard the term harkle-durkle?
No, I never heard that one.
I think it's a
But I will
Scottish
use it
term.
again today.
Harkle-durkle.
I like
You would
that.
just been harkle-durkling.
I like that. I like that.
Means you're not really getting shit done. Harkle-durkle.
Dirkland. That's hard to say. Like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
That's a fun word to say.
That's a fun one. Harkle-durkle. That's your word of the day, kids. Ah! All right, well, good luck. Good luck to both of us. If you find anything, let me know.
I'll do that.
Otherwise, Mopar guys, help.
Yeah.
I need your help.
Just send me some pictures
Yeah.
after a while, and I'll see what I can find.
I'll get the info for you.
Yeah.
Because there's clearly nothing available out there. So, you know what? I don't
Good
always
thing about
win.
it is,
Yeah, I'll holler at you tomorrow when I get them.
I know I've got one at home. I've got a Chrysler actual parts manual from it's from '75. Would be so it'd be
Yeah,
the same.
thing.
So it lists. See if I. That's the other part.
Spam, potential spam from Bronx, New York. I'll probably
Yeah,
not
man.
answer that. I'm busy.
I've talked to that guy.
The electrician's been on.
Half
Say,
the
hey,
people that live in the Bronx.
Potential, what's going on, buddy? Huh?
Yeah, huh?
I'll include it in description.
Yeah, good luck.
That helps. Huge inventory.
Uh-huh.
Find the part. We've been trying.
I'm trying to find a part.
All right.
I'm gonna go back to work.
I'll see what I can find out.
See what you can find.
I'll see what I can find out.
We don't always win.
I don't like that.
But we'll keep chewing on. We'll keep chewing until we get there.
I don't like that.
I get it. We won't call this a loss. We'll just
It's
call
not a
it.
loss yet. It's
Yeah.
poetry in motion right
There
now.
you
Is
go.
what it is. We'll figure out something.
At least I brought you something difficult to think about. Today.
Well, that's good. And I needed something. You know, I've been taking it easy for too long.
Yeah.
I needed something fun and exciting, like a 70 Creek Chrysler, which I would think you would be able to get every single piece for.
Nope.
It's
Not even available.
It's just weird.
72.
I
Anything you
know,
want.
I know, but it's not like you don't see any 73s, 74s, 75. You see plenty of them. I mean, there's people come up here weekly in Cordovas, Magnums, and all that stuff, which are all the same car.
Yeah.
So it's where are they getting their parts from? I mean,
Nobody. Nowhere.
Yeah. I've already got 250,000 miles on it. Well, that's good. Where you get your parts at? Well, I've never break nothing.
The original bushings.
Yeah, it's original bushings. Right. Sure they are.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right.
Let me know if you find anything.
I will.
Well, we're not going to call it a loss. We're just going to call it a temporary stay of success. Mopar guys, I need your help. Let me know where I should look, where I can find what I'm looking for. Somebody has to make one of these things. And RPC does list one as an available thing. So I know those people are going to be like, just go buy the one that's $200. It's not in stock. It's not in stock. So I'm going to be waiting a week and a half for this thing to ship. And I've only got 2.5 weeks to be able to get this car to gun and on to Mopar National. So Whether or not that's my procrastination or not, but this is just not something I ever imagined I was gonna need to do. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for being here, guys. This is Automotive Adventures with Austin. This is Jegs on 11th Avenue, my home away from home, away from home. Usually speaking, Terry and I score a lot of wins. Today, maybe not. We'll keep trying. Again, Mopar guys, let me know what you know. Where can I find one of these things? Who's got one that I can get my hands on in a rapid amount of hurry? Let me know. I need 2, please. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.